morning, Nation. John here. Let me start off by saying there's a lot of traffic out here lately. I'm sorry I'm looking down at the camera here like King Kong or something, but, it is what it is. I'm out here filming, and I got this joker set up in a chair, so I'll get up and walk in a few minutes. I didn't want it to be shaking all around, but I've noticed a lot more cars over here lately. It used to be so quiet. I don't know if this is like a mass exodus of people leaving cities or what, which is fine as long as they don't come knocking on my door when it's Mad Max time, and as long as they leave the big city politics in the big city, I guess. So anyway, I wanted to talk about Skynet this morning. I wanted to talk about the censorship that is going on, not just with me. So by now, I'm sure everybody knows, right? I'm in YouTube timeout for a week, or Skynet timeout. I'm going to start calling them Skynet for an entire week. Can't do anything on the main channel, which is fine, whatever. But just to give you folks the story, so we've been planning on Shotgun Saturday night, and folks, I was looking forward to it, going live and everything. It had been a few weeks. And I woke up Saturday morning, I don't know, I had probably 15 emails, a couple from eBay where I'd closed on some items, and I'll be reviewing some of those items this week here, by the way. Nation members with questions and things like that, and then one from Skynet, and they told me that I'd violated the terms of service, misinformation is what they had labeled it. So they had already removed the video, and they said, I forget the wording, it's either appeal or dispute. I think it's appeal. I've had to do it once before, it's been months and months ago, and I appealed it last time, and it took about a week, and then it came back, and they said, whoops, our bad, we restored the video. Well, this time around, they stuck to their guns, and they said it took 6 hours, folks, for somebody, some 20-something probably in Silicon Valley to review a video that wasn't even a bad video. I got to be honest with you. And nail it. And they slapped me on the hand, and they said, if you do it again, you're going to get 2 weeks of timeout next time. So I'm basically stuck to the backup channel. Thank God for the existence of this channel. And we all know why they're doing this. To me, to other creators, you folks, we've talked about it on other social media outlets. It's happening everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, you have your fact checkers on Facebook. And I use the term fact checkers very lightly, by the way. It's just happening all over. And it is to silence us. Because the internet and social media has become such a big part of our lives in 2021 that the novel concept that these folks have now is they can't live without us. We can't live without YouTube according to YouTube. We can't live without Facebook according to Facebook, etc. Go on down the line or whatever. But the thing is, they expect us to get scared, to jump back in line. This happens. I said this. Let me pick this thing up and walk. I'm tired of sitting. So I said this the other morning, actually. God, that's beautiful. I said that's what they want, right? They want us to get back in line. Single file, they want us back in single file line. They want us doing what we're told to do. You can talk about this. You cannot talk about this. Stay in your lane, son. And the problem is I'm not that guy. I have never been that guy. So I mentioned in a video a while back that I worked armed security, okay? And this is relevant. Let me just say this much. One of the greatest jobs I ever had. Loved it. coached Little League with a best friend. We are the same age. The guy lived near me. We hung out all the time, okay? Again, relevant to the conversation. So they pulled me into the office one night. This is after I've been there a couple of years. And my lieutenant said, you know, such and such has been smoking, we believe, on the property. They didn't have any proof. They just thought he was. And it's an ammunition plant, so that's a huge no-no. It's a fireable offense. And they sit me down at a table, and they're like, now, Davis, we need you. We understand you're friends, but we need you to sign this. And it was basically a statement saying that I knew this individual was that he was smoking. I didn't know, one way or the other. And the truth is, even if I would have known, which I didn't, I wouldn't have signed it anyway. You know, to me, friendship's more important. I ain't no snitch, son. And this led to a huge debate between my lieutenant and myself, at which point I just left. I said, you know what, this is a great job, but I'm out of here. Gone, son. And I don't regret it. The point is, you cannot allow people, whether they are in a position of power at your employment, whether they're in a position of power on social media, wherever. Okay, wives are the exception. If you are married, you better keep your wife happy, son. But beyond that, do not ever let anybody change who you are. Do not ever let anyone take your voice away. So Skynet, my reaction Saturday morning, I couldn't believe it at first. I was numb, I ain't gonna lie. I was numb for a couple of minutes because I'm thinking, is this for real? You know, I remembered the video vaguely. It was like a 4-month-old video. I remember there being nothing out of the ordinary on the video. And then took a few deep breaths. I said, you know what, I'm gonna appeal it. I'm gonna turn this into a positive. Then when the appeal came back against me, what are you gonna do at that point? They got you bent over the barrel, son. And then I was mad. Not gonna lie, I was angry for a few minutes, which is, it's out of character for me. It's hard to get me angry, right? I used to be angry a lot. And I just, I got saved and it's just not the way for me anymore. But I was angry for a few minutes because I really feel like I've been singled out or done wrong, or you guys know you've been there. A lot of you have been there. But I said, you know what? It's going to work out in the end. I'm going to turn this negative into a positive. And I'm going to trust the man upstairs. And I'm going to do what I've always done. I've always tried my very best to keep my integrity intact. It ain't about a job for me. Never has been. The YouTubing deal, it's not about the money. It's not about the analytics. It's not about the platform. I know a lot of creators think that. I know Skynet thinks that. And they think I'm just going to hop right back in line like most creators do. Most creators in the prepping community, they're going to hop right back in line. They're going to start doing what they're told. They're going to complain about it. They always complain. But they change. They allow Skynet to change them because they're here for the money and the notoriety, and that ain't me, son. It's not me. If Skynet tears me down 10 times, we're going to build it back 11. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is. That's how I'm wired. At the end of the day, you cannot silence the truth. I don't always get it right, folks. I don't. Let me sit back down. The old man's winded. There we go. Much better now. I'm sitting on my backside. So anyway, yeah, I don't always get it right, folks. Um, since day one, I've always looked for on this channel any sort of racism or threats of physical violence. If I see either one of those, I will ghost the individual immediately. No discussion needs to happen because to me, those two things are unforgivable. All right, you should be able to have a debate without being threatened physically. And, racism is just ignorant. I mean, it really is. Beyond those two things, healthy debate is what we need in this country, right? Healthy debate is not burning down half of Portland. Healthy debate is not shadow banning people on social media that have a different opinion. That's not going to solve anything. That's 1984 stuff. That's fascism. And we were just talking about Memorial Day yesterday. When these companies start ghosting people online because they have a different opinion, conservatives mainly, that's spitting in the face of people that have fought for freedom. And that sucks to me. At the end of the day, this ain't about me. I mean, this is a small fish channel. Prepper Nation is not a huge channel. It may seem like it's a huge channel to some people, but I guarantee you the huge fish in the prepping community probably don't even know what Prepper Nation is. I'm just a regular dude with an opinion, and I don't try and pretend to be something I'm not. But even a regular guy like me with an opinion, or regular folks like you that have an opinion, we should have the right to be heard. We literally have had soldiers fight wars over this, and many of them have died because of this. And it is slowly being taken away from us. So that is the part that sucks for me. But again, I'm going to turn it into a positive somehow. I don't know. I'm going to keep praying. I'm going to keep believing that that things are going to work out. There was a butterfly. I won't take up any more of your time this morning. Again, we're going to be reviewing some items this week. I have a neck knife coming. It's pretty sweet. I did order it online. I'm going to go over MREs. MREs, believe it or not. We're going to go over that on the channel. Let's see. I've picked up some new silver. I don't know. We're just going to do a variety of things. We might get into a few medical things. Not that I'm a, field surgeon or anything myself, but just some basic stuff. Anyway, I just want to take a second before I turn this chatterbox off and say thank you. Thank you, folks that have followed me over from Prepper Nation to the backup channel. Thank God you did, because otherwise I would miss these premieres. They've become a part of everyday life for me. Because I'm writing, folks, and I'm a married guy with 2 kids. I don't have a lot of social interaction. I know that's embarrassing to admit, but it's the truth. I don't have a lot of social interaction outside of this and a couple of really close friends of mine here locally. So I'm very keen to keep these premieres going. I love interacting with you folks in the chat every morning. That's the main reason I put them out every day, or I try to put them out every day. And it really sucks that Skynet's trying to take that away. That's the part that cuts me right here, but it'll be all right. I appreciate y'all for being here. I love you very much, and God bless.